It was the British who started the practice of introducing black laws. Unfortunately, even today, our nation faces a similar fate at the hands of other rulers. But our country has never bowed down to any such black laws. Indians have always fought long and fierce battles against injustice. The year was 1919. The British government was growing increasingly nervous by the revolutionary activities and strengthening freedom movement in the country. In order to weaken the resolve of freedom fighters, the British introduced the Rowlatt Act. This act meant the British government could imprison any Indian without being prosecuted. The right to appeal in court was also abolished. Through this law, the British could crush the freedom of the press in India. This black law's sole intention was to crush the freedom movement in India. However, it was impossible to scare away those fighting for freedom. Nationwide strikes, processions, and demonstrations began in protest against this black law. Congress leader Madan Mohan Malviya resigned from the membership of Central Administrator. Gandhiji organized a Satyagraha Sabha in Mumbai and called for a nationwide strike. Anger against this black law was at its peak all over the country. Nothing the British could do would break the fighting spirit and desire of Indian freedom fighters. On 9th April 1919, the British government arrested Saifuddin Kichluji and Dr. Satyapalji without any reason. On April 10th, thousands of people took to the streets to protest against this arrest. Martial law was imposed in Punjab and General Dyer was put in command. The same Dyer who would carry out the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It is difficult to describe that cruelty in words, but in the next episode, we will try to illustrate the mentality behind this massacre and the struggle to destroy the black law.